different setup that I'm used to, but as you can tell, I'm in front of my makeup storage, so I wanted to do a makeup declutter video. I've done this before about 2 years ago. I figured it's time to do another one because I just have makeup that I don't really use and it's just kind of taking up room, so I figured it's overdue now, so and I know you're not probably used to seeing me without makeup on, but this is going to be a more chill video, so I just didn't want to have to do my makeup. I just didn't want to have to do my makeup to do the intro. I just didn't feel like it, so yeah, so I just want to get into it, because I know this is going to be a long video, so yes, let's just get into it then. This is my makeup vanity. Obviously, it's a little crazy right now with all the new makeup that I got, but we're going to go through it, and yeah, because there is some things I'm going to get rid of right off the bat. I got this, I did a Huda Beauty order, and I got this as a free gift, and I know I'm not going to use it. And then this I actually got at Marshall's. I was excited to see the whip bar there, and I was hoping that this would work for me. It's a highlighting blush. I know it's like a glowy blush is really in right now, and I thought it would be that kind of thing, but it is too dark for me. It came off a lot lighter on the website, so that's what I was kind of hoping for. But yeah, unfortunately, it's too dark for me, so I am going to get rid of this. And this palette, there's a couple of things up here that I wanted to try and use that I knew that I haven't used. Like, I've only used this palette once, and it's the ColourPop Boudoir, is that how you say it? Boudoir Noir palette. And it's like it's very pretty. It's like neutral and it has a green shade. Very up my alley. I just don't think I'm gonna reach for it, if I'm being honest. I've only reached for it once, so I feel like that's very telling of how much I'm gonna use it, so I might as well just give it to somebody else so they can use it. This is also, I should restart that. This is not leaving my collection, but I did get it at Marshall's. I saw it at Marshall's, and I thought it was like a bootleg version, like a fake version of it, because I've seen them before there, and I was like, there's no way, and I was shocked that it was the real thing, and I was so happy, because I've always wanted to have this palette, and I just think it's so pretty, and I've tried it, and I absolutely love the formula so far. I did a really pretty purple look, and I really like it, so I'm very happy I have this. And yes, that's obviously a keep. I'm gonna throw that down there. This is, I just put a order in at Beauty Bay. I've never tried anything from Beauty Bay before, but I was intrigued, because I've seen a lot of their palettes like this, because they're big and they have a lot of colors in it, and so I got the bright palette, and I just thought I'm gonna get rid of like a lot of my rainbow colored palettes, but it's always nice to have, because every now and again I do like to play with color, and I just think this palette has basically anything I would probably need. That's my cat, if you can hear her. So yeah, so I just thought that was a really pretty palette, and just a really good palette to have. So I'm going to keep this. I haven't tried it yet, so I'm not sure of the formula, but I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it'll work fine. I've seen people use Beauty Bay products before, and they seem really pigmented and very pretty, So, okay, I don't know why I've just been on an eyeshadow kick, I guess. Because here's another eyeshadow palette that I've got. So, funny story about this. I actually bought it on Beauty Bay for the full price, which was like $40, but I've wanted this for forever, and I think they discontinued it because I can't find it on the website anymore, or anywhere for that matter. And I saw it on Beauty Bay, and I was like, I've always wanted this palette, so I decided to get it. And literally like a week or so later, I went to Marshall's and they had it there. It just has some pretty neutral colors and some purples down here. I just think it's very pretty. So yes, we'll see how that goes. I don't think I'm gonna show too much because I just uploaded a makeup haul of like a lot of this stuff. So this is the Natasha Denona concealer, the e.l.f. eyebrow gel, a little sample size of the Suntouchable Woe Glow by e.l.f., the e.l.f. green concealer, and I have the e.l.f. liquid poreless putty primer here. And then I'll show you this stuff. Well, besides these two, this is the e.l.f. lip liners that I showed in the makeup haul, so I'm not going to show those. I'm keeping them, obviously. So this I actually got in like a little set. One of them's a free gift, but these three I think I got in a set. This is what I ordered from Huda Beauty. It's just like a lip set. It has their liquid lipstick and Trendsetter. I can't remember if it was Trendsetter. It was Bombshell that I got, I think. Yeah. So it came with the Bombshell liquid lipstick, and then the lipstick. I love the packaging of their lipsticks. And this is in the shade Interview. I've always wanted to try their lip products, and I just thought this was a really cute set that you could try a whole bunch of stuff. And then their lip liner in pinky brown, which I've heard really good things about their lip liners, so I'm really excited for that. And then I also got this as a free gift. And this is just another liquid lipstick, and it's in the shade Trendsetter. And it's a very pretty color. So I haven't tried. I think I've tried the lipstick, and it's very, very nice. I didn't wear it for very long because I didn't like how it looked with this certain look I was wearing, so I took it off. But yes, they're very pretty. This is the Modern Renaissance palette that I showed in the last video. This is just Flower Nose little cushion that comes with the cream blush. These two are the Catrice foundations, and this is the e.l.f. Halo Glow. I got this at Ross the other week. It's the Hourglass Ambient Lighting blush, which I've always wanted to try. Their blushes, their ambient lighting blushes. I don't know if they have another formula in blushes, but I saw this there, and I got so excited because I've been looking for them. Because I know that people have found them at Ross, but I never found them. But it was just the other day I found this one. It's in the shade Brilliant Nude, I think. I think they might have discontinued the shade. I'm not really sure though. But yes, it's just a very like nude color, obviously. But yes, I feel very fancy. So there's that. Haven't tried this either, so excited. Now this is something that I bought a while ago at Marshall's. This has been in my collection for like, well, probably more than a year now, and I've never used it. I've swatched it, and I've told myself I'm gonna use it, but I know I'm not. So this is the what is it? Bella Jordan, I think is her name. She's like an influencer on Instagram. She might have a YouTube channel, I'm not sure, but it's from Makeup Obsession. It's the eyeshadow palette, and I remember when this came out, I I wanted it, but now I just don't use it. I never used it, so yeah, that's gonna go. Alright, this is all my File or No stuff, so I'm not gonna talk about that. This kind of controversial, but I saw this at Marshall's and I know that this palette has really nice browns, which is why I got it. So this is the Jaclyn Hill original, like the original Jaclyn Hill palette, like the first one that she came out with, and I do really like it. It just has some pretty nice brown shades and like a couple like teal and green and like just very pretty, just pops of color. And I just think this is a really pretty palette. Yeah, I know, kind of controversial, but I saw it at Marshall's and I couldn't pass it up. I think I've always wanted this palette since it came out. These over here are just some new brushes I got. I got some Spectrum brushes on Beauty Bay. They sell Spectrum on Ulta, I believe, yeah. And I know that they don't sell every one of their brush sets, so, and I really like this one. It was who was it? Whispers Red. She had a video where she was unboxing a Beauty Bay order and she had these brushes in them, and ever since I saw that video I wanted the brush sets, so I got the face brush set and the eye brush set. So, and then these are just some Real Technique brushes. These are my eyeshadow brushes, which I have a lot of. I feel like you can never have enough eyeshadow brushes. And then these are my lip liners. I'll go through these first because they're over here and this might take a second to go through, so we're gonna wait for that. So, and I know that there's some lip liners in here that I know I'm never gonna use. So let's start with the one I always use. This is the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in BFF. I love this pencil so much. It's the perfect like nudie pink color for me, and it goes really well with the Milani lipstick up here. So I'm definitely keeping that. Another one of my favorite lip liner formulas is Juvia's Place. This is the shade top one here is Ruby, and this one is Wine. And I love these lip liners. They're retractable, but they're very creamy, and these are like my favorite dark lip liners. I always use these whenever I'm doing a dark lip, so those are definitely a keep. This lime crime one I just bought on a whim, and I just don't use it ever. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get rid of it. I would rather use the Juvia's Place red lip liner I have here anyway. So I have a box down here that I'm putting the stuff I'm getting rid of, if you're wondering. So that's why I'm leaning down so much. So this is the NYX Professional Makeup. Let's see, Slide On Glide On pencil in nude suede shoes. I actually got this because I love the name of it, but it's really pretty color and I really like the formula. So I'm gonna keep this one. This Milani, this was like this old, like I've had this for a while and I don't use it, but this is the Color Statement lip liner in 09. I don't know if it has a name. Spice. It's in the shade Spice. Yeah, I just don't use it, and it's very old. Like I've had this for a long time, and I just don't use it. This is NYX Professional Makeup. Why do I keep going NYX Professional Makeup? I never say the whole thing. I just say NYX. I don't know why I'm starting. Okay. Anyway, so this is the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in Sandstorm. This is a very pretty color. It's like a cool toned brown, but it's pretty old and it's getting really dried up. But I'm gonna keep it because I really like it. I remember that was like the lipstick Sandstorm was like a favorite of mine. This is the Sugar. I should probably say the brand first. LA Girl Perfect Precision Lip Liner in Sugar and Spice. Wow, I'm surprised that isn't as dry as I thought it was, but I don't really use this color anymore. I just don't really reach for this kind of color, so I think I'm gonna get rid of it. So these are the Rare Beauty lip liners, the shades Wise and Talented. So Talented's like a peachy color, and then the Wise is like a dark brown. Let's see. I have a KVD, or Kat Von D. This was back when she was Kat Von D, so if that tells you anything, wow, that's very creamy though. But I'm sure that this is expired. This is in the shade Lolita, and I also just don't wear that kind of shade anymore. I have a whole bunch of these. I have like 3 of these. Let me try one. There we go. So I have the matching lipsticks for these, and I just don't wear them. I think I really do want to try and use the one color, but I know I'm not gonna ever wear this color. So these are the Cash Beauty lip liners, and I have True Nude, Rust Nude, and Rose Nude. Rust Nude is probably my favorite because it's just like, it goes so well with the Rust Nude lipstick. So sorry, I just hit my circle. What is it called? Circle light, I guess. I don't know. But the one I'm gonna get rid of is Rose Nude because it's very just I don't reach for it, and I just have other colors that I prefer that are pink that I like more. So this is the LA Girl Perfect Precision Lip Liner, another one in Cafe. I think this one's pretty dried out. Like, yeah, I remember I used this a little while ago, and I was just like, wow, this is really dry. So I'm gonna get rid of that. Now, these ones are some of my favorite lip liners. They're LA Girl, but they're these like shockwave lip liners. And I have the shades Coquette, which is like this pinky color, the Maple Glaze, and this is like a peachy brown color, and then Gingerbread, which is just like a darker brown, like not dark brown, but like darker than this one. And I just really like these. I think they have a really good formula to them, so I'm gonna keep those. NYX London lip liner. This is a newer one, and I'm gonna keep it because I want to keep it. It's pretty new, so I need to use it more. This is oh my gosh. This was from the Elf Retro Paradise line, and it's their. It doesn't have a name on it, but it was the darker brown one that I have in the set, and it's that one right here. I don't really use it. I know I have another one in here, I believe. Yeah, this one that I use more, so I'm gonna get rid of that one. So this is the Maybelline Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner in Divine One. I got this from somebody, and I think it has a really good formula, but I much prefer the Juvia's Place ones for sure. I'm gonna get rid of that one. I want to make sure there's none in there. Okay. Sometimes there'll be really tiny ones that I can't see, so. This is NYX Mauve Lip Liner. This one I've had for forever, and it's dried out for sure. So, very pretty color though, but it's too dried out for me, so. Another NYX lip liner. I have a lot of these. I mean, NYX is very cheap, inexpensive, so I have a lot of their NYX. I have a lot of their lip liners, so this is in the shade Cherry Skies, and I love it. But I much prefer this Juvia's Places. Like, if I'm going for like a darker lip, I usually use Juvia's Place. This was a free gift. It's from ColourPop, and it's a lippy pencil. And it's in the shade Ashton. I already swatched it. My camera cut off, but it's this color at the top here. It's very, very cool toned. Like, I just feel like that would make my lips just look dead. So I'm gonna get rid of this. Okay, so these, I grabbed the other one that I said I was gonna donate. So this is from the Retro Paradise elf line. So this is the darker brown, which I'm gonna get rid of because I don't ever really wear darker browns. And then this is the shade, I can't say, I keep saying there's a shade, but there's not. So this is like the lighter pink of the three, and this is the one I'm gonna keep, even though the cap is like destroyed. I don't even know what happened there, but I'm gonna keep that one because I actually use that one. And then these two I'll probably just get rid of. So this one's like I don't know, it's like a medium brown. I just don't really wear these kind of colors. And you're probably wondering why I have a bright pink lip in my collection. So this is in the shade Clinger. It's from NYX, and I wanted to just wear a pink lip for the Barbie movie, and so I got this lip liner to match it, and I don't think I'm ever gonna wear it again. This is another LA Girl Perfect Precision eyeliner, and I think this one, yeah, that's also dried up, so I'm gonna get rid of it. It's in the color Bear. I don't know if I said that, but it's a pretty color, but I just don't. It's too dry out. This is like another one of my favorite lip liners. This is the Milani Understatement Lip Liner in Cafe au Lait. It's retractable, and it's just a very pretty color. They all basically look the same, but this one's really creamy. I could just tell that it's not dried out. So this is the NYX Suede lip liner in Soft Spoken. I think it's not really sharpened, but I just don't really use it, and I feel like the NYX ones they dry out really easily from what I'm seeing, but I'm not going to use it, so I don't use it. So if I don't use it already, I'm not going to start. Like, I just have a feeling I'm not going to start. So the last lip liner is one of my newer ones. It's from Urban Decay. It's 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil in Broken. I got this from Marshalls. I've always wanted to try this formula, and I'm so happy I found this there. I don't think that they have this shade anymore, but I think they discontinued it. But this is a really pretty color. It's just a pretty pink color, so I'm gonna keep it. I did pretty good. I got rid of like a lot from what I can see down there. That was a lot better than when I had it before. Okay, so let me clean these swatches off, and then we're gonna move over here so I can show you a little bit closer up what I have up here. In the back, I'm just going to start at the back. I have a Clear Essence Shine 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 Wet Look lip gloss. They discontinued this. They don't have this anymore. They have like a different line, and I've heard it's not as good, which sucks. But I'm gonna keep this because it's like my perfect clear gloss, and I just love it. I don't really wear gloss that much, but I do really like this formula, so I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it because I'm not gonna be able to get it again. So, okay, so these ones, I'm sure you've seen. They are the Tower 28 lip glosses. I'm gonna get shit for this, but I'm not the biggest fan of these. I know they're glosses, and they're not supposed to last very long anyway, but they just don't last as long as some glosses that I've tried to do, and that's my problem. Like, they don't last very long, and I do not like to bothers me, and I have to do that with these. So I'm gonna get rid of them. I know, shocking. Let's see. We're gonna go to here. I'll talk about both of these at the same time. These are Dose of Colors. I really like Dose of Colors a lot, and these are their Stay Glossy lip glosses, and I have the shades Mojito and Don't Be Shy. And I think I've only used these like a couple times, but I really want to use them again, so I'm gonna keep them. So, and they're really pretty colors, so I'm gonna keep them. So this one, it's honestly my favorite gloss formula I've tried, so that's saying anything. Kaja Gloss Shot. I have the shade 02 Milk Tea. This is so pretty. It's just like a milky pink, and I don't really have any, like, it stays on so well for a gloss. It's obviously gonna wear off like in time, but it's so pretty, so I'm gonna keep it. This is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in London. I bought this a while ago. I was trying to get lip products that I know. I was just trying to get new lip products because a lot of the lip products I had I just wasn't wearing, and they just weren't for me anymore. So I bought this thinking I would wear it, but I have never worn it, so I'm gonna get rid of it. It's just not my kind of thing anymore. I used to love those back a while ago in high school, but I don't like them anymore. This is a Sephora lip blush, and it's in the shade 01, and it's just like a lip tint, and I really like this actually. It's just a nice wash of color. It's a matte lip color, so they're matte, and I just think it's a really pretty color, and I really like it. So they don't last very long, but I still think it's pretty, so I'm gonna keep it. This is a NYX This Is Milky Gloss, and it's in the shade Milk and Honey. I really like this. I don't wear it very often. I probably should wear it. I need to wear it more often than I do. It's very pretty. It's just like a light peach color, so I'm gonna keep that. And this is kind of going back 2016 here, I guess. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick in Starfish. I really wanted to wear this color more often, but I just don't. It's like a cool tone brown, and I really liked the shade back in 2016, but now I'm just kind of like, eh. So, and the formula is very drying, so I'm not the biggest fan of it, so I'm gonna get rid of it. This is a newer product. This is the Milani Fruit Fetish Lip Oil in lychee. I'm not sure how to say that. Nectar. And it's like the pinky. This is in their nude line. It's like a pinky, just a pinky color. And I've used it like once or twice, and I really like the formula. So I'm gonna keep using it. Again, I don't really wear gloss, so I don't know why I buy these things, but I need to wear it more often. So I have some Flower Nose products up here. These are the ones I already own, so not from that haul. These are the ones I actually own. So this is the Flower Nose Strawberry Rococo Series Cloud Lip Cream in Cafe Mocha. And then this one's the Flower Nose Chocolate Series Cloud Lip Cream in Pink Cashmere. I really like these shades, and I really like the formula of this. It's so easy to apply. You just put it on your lips and you rub them together, and that's it. Like, you don't have to do anything else. I don't even need a lip liner with these. This is a NYX Lingerie Extra Extra Large. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that. XXL. I'm not This is supposed to be a matte liquid lipstick, and it's in the shade Turn On. I don't really wear this very often. It's a very pretty color, but I know I'm not going to use it, so I need to be honest with myself and just get rid of it. This I actually got a little bit ago. It's the Wet n Wild, it's like a high shine lipstick, and it's in the shade Scent Nudes. It's a very pretty color. I just didn't like the wear time on it, and I just felt like I needed to apply it more often than I should, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. This it's kind of hiding back here, but this is the M Cosmetics Serum Blush, and it's in the shade Venetian Rose. I really wanted to like this product because of how hyped up it is. You see it a lot, like at least I have if you watch beauty videos, but it's just the dropper. This is the old packaging. I know they kind of redid the packaging, but I've heard that it's still not that great. So I really like the product, but I just hate the dropper, and I just don't reach for it for a lot for that reason, so I'm gonna get rid of it. This is a Fenty gloss, and it's in the shade Diamond Milk, and it's just a clear gloss, but it has like white shimmer in it. Very, very pretty. I actually got this from someone too, so I saw this, they were getting rid of makeup, and I saw this and I immediately grabbed it because I've never tried a Fenty gloss before, and I love that gloss, so I definitely need to wear it more often though. Speaking of glossy lip products, this is the NYX Fat Lip Drip Oil. I know these are quite popular. I really like to wear lip oils on top of lipsticks. I know a lot of people like to wear them like by themselves, but I actually like to wear them on top of lipsticks. I feel like they just look really glossy, and yeah, I do like this formula. Again, like I just don't wear gloss. I don't know why I have so much gloss, even though I don't really wear it very often, but I'm gonna keep it because I really like the formula. The reason why I don't really wear gloss very often is because I like to have if I don't have my hair up, I don't wear gloss. Like it just gets, my hair gets on my mouth, and it just, when I move it, it gets on my face, and it's just a mess. So I don't like to wear it if I don't have my hair up, and I never wear my hair up. So this is a Nabla lipstick, and it's in the shade Glam On. Very pretty color. I haven't been really swatching a lot because I feel like it's gonna take up a lot of time, but very pretty color. I kind of bought this on a whim. I really like Nabla. I have a highlighter. It's my favorite highlighter. Y'all already know. And so I wanted to try a lipstick, and I like it, so I'm gonna keep it. And I like the packaging too. It's very, very sleek looking. So, and I got this. I'm sure you've seen these. This is the e.l.f. Glow Reviver Lip Oil in Honey Dogs. I know this specific shade is getting very hyped up right now, so, and for a good reason. I think it's a very pretty color, and I really want to wear it. Hopefully I'll wear gloss more in the summer, because usually in the summer I like to wear my hair up more, so. These, or I should say this, is another e.l.f. product. It's their matte lipsticks. There's O-Face lipsticks, I think they're called. And no doubt, this shade is like the same shade as that Nabla lipstick. Very, very similar colors. And I got them at the same time, but oh well, you know. But I like them. I think I like this formula a bit more, the e.l.f. one more, because it's satin. It's not as drying, but I still like both of them. And shade specifically because I just saw a YouTuber that I watch wear it, and I thought it was so pretty. So, alright, going back to the basics, we have a MAC lipstick. This is in the shade, the iconic shade, Velvet Teddy. They have a lot of, it's right there, they have a lot of like MAC products, matte lipsticks at Marshall's right now because they just reformulated the MAC lipsticks and they just have like a whole bunch of their OG products. So I had to get this. This was like my first high-end purchase, like makeup wise. So I was so excited they have this. And it's still a very pretty color, very pretty pink color. Okay, so moving on to this area. This is like my favorite lipsticks. So I'm gonna go through them real quick, but first I need to get a drink of water. I could just feel my mouth getting really dry, so I had to drink some water. This is the Rare Beauty tinted lip oil in Honesty. A very pretty color, and I really like this product. And it sucks because I don't want to support them anymore. But it leaves a tint, and I love that because I always feel like once my product wears off, my lips look so dead and weird because there's no color to them. So I like that it has a tint to it. These three are from the Cash Beauty brand, and I have the matching lip liners that I talked about earlier, but I do have, like, I think I'm gonna get rid of the Rose Nude. It basically looks brand new, because I just don't use it. I don't like the color on me, so I'm gonna get rid of that one. This is Rust Nude, which is my favorite. It's like an orangey, just an orangey, peachy nude. I should say peachy. Orangey is not the right word. So I like that color a lot. And then this one, it's in the shade True Nude, and it's very pale. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this one. Yeah, I just don't go for that lipstick very often, so I'm gonna get rid of 2 of these, and I'm gonna keep the Rust Nude one. Okay, so this is like one of my favorite lipsticks, so I just said that about all these. So this is the Dose of Colors Matte Liquid Lipstick in Catching Feelings. These have a really good staying power, which is why I like them so much. This is like it shows up more cool toned on the lips, but it's just like a cool toned, like a light brown, and I love it. It looks very pretty, and I really like the Dose of Colors the matte lipsticks formula, liquid lipstick formula, because they're not drying. So speaking of that, I will go ahead and talk about these. This is the two of more of the matte liquid lipsticks in the shade Brick and Extra Spicy, Extra Saucy, sorry. And this is the Extra Saucy shade. It's like a blue toned red, which is the best red. And this is like a brick color. It's like a darker maroon red, and I love these colors, so definitely favorites. And this is the Milani matte satin matte lip cream in the shade Lavish, and I really like this shade a lot. It's like a cool toned, it's on the bottom here, cool tone brown, and I think it looks really nice with cool tone looks, so I really like that shade. And like it says, it's a satin matte, so it's not going to dry your lips out. Alright, let's talk about my top 2 favorite lipstick formulas. This is, they're kind of dusty, I'm so sorry. This is the Juvia's Place lipstick formula, and I love their packaging. It just looks so pretty. So this is the shade Libra. I don't use this shade as much, surprisingly, but I really like it. It's the top there. This formula is so creamy, and this shade is in the shade Nubian Sand, and I like this one because it has like an engravement on the lipstick, which is very cool. And I like to wear this with like a darker lipstick, or a darker lip liner. I think it looks really pretty. So there's that. They're very, very pretty. Can you tell I go for a specific shade of lipstick? These are all like peachy brown nudes. I would say these are like my favorite. Like if I had to choose between the Juvia's Place ones and these ones, I would probably choose these ones because they're just so good. I love the packaging. I love how they're like studded lipsticks. I love the packaging so much. And I just love the shades of these. These are like my perfect nudes. Like if I had to choose like lipsticks to, I could only choose like 2 lipsticks to use the rest of my life. These 2 would be it. So these are the Milani matte color. Wait, what is it called? Matte. They're like a matte fetish. Like it's something like that. It doesn't have the name on it, but they're matte lipsticks. And this is in the shade Tease. That one right there. It's just a very pretty light brown nude, and it's just so pretty. And then this is in the shade Pleasure, and this one I've used so much of. It's very close to being gone, and it's just like my perfect pink nude. I love this shade. I love this shade. So those are the lipsticks I'm keeping and getting rid of, so I'm gonna put them back real quick. So in here I just have a tiny e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I'm almost done with this, so I have the liquid putty for backup, and I have my e.l.f. green concealer in here, and the Pat McGrath Labs under eye setting powder. So all that is going to stay. In here I have the Becca and Smashbox under eye brightener. It's in the shade Fairlight, if you were wondering. And I have this is my favorite concealer, as you can tell by how much I have left. It's the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum, and it's in the shade Light. And I have the LYS Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer. I also have the LA Girl Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer in Peach. It's just like a corrector. And I also have the Tower 28 Concealer right here. So, I'm not gonna get rid of anything out of that drawer. This drawer, I have the e.l.f. Halo Go powder. I put this in like a new container. I had the old packaging, but like the black one, but it just was not holding. Like if I traveled with this, it would get everywhere, so I put it in a new container. So, but it literally looks like the new packaging, so I guess it works out. But this is my favorite powder ever that I've tried, at least, and I don't have much left, so yes, you can just tell that I like it. So that's my favorite powder, and I am gonna get rid of this. This is the ColourPop No Filter Setting Powder. This is their old packaging, so I've had this for a while, and the last time I used this, it was so drying, and I just did not like it, so I'm gonna get rid of that. my 2 Sephora Micro Smooth powders and the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealers. This drawer is a little bit more fun. This is are the 2 Patrick Ta brushes that I have. This is in the shade She's Blushing. Pretty color, very pretty color. And I also have the shade Oh She's Different. And it's like a plummy color. It's very pretty. I love this color. I don't have anything like it, so. And I have the Rare Beauty highlighter, liquid illuminizer here. I really like this. I have a Rare Beauty blush in Hope. Very pretty pink color. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Stick in Fawn. It's a classic. I feel like every pale girl knows about this. So there's that. I have the highlighter I talked about earlier, the Nabla Skin Glazing Highlighter. It's so pretty. It's my favorite highlighter. And this I'm actually going to get rid of. I don't really use it very much. It's the BH Cosmetics Brilliance Bronzer. And I don't use it. The tone doesn't really work for me, so I'm going to get rid of it. This is very old. It's the Hoola by Benefit. And it's like hanging on by like a thread. I really want to use it. It's like a really good product, but yeah, it's just I feel like I'm never gonna use this up because I feel like I just don't wear makeup that often. I do, but I don't, you know. Okay, so a lot of stuff in here. I'm not gonna go through everything, but I am gonna get rid of this. It's the Revolution Cut Crease Canvas Full Coverage Eyeshadow Base, and it's in the shade White, or Halo, I should say. My bad. It's the white shade, but it's in Halo. I don't know why. I used to use this all the time. I don't know how, because it's not that great. Like, I remember when I used this once, and it creased so bad, so I'm gonna get rid of this. I have this eyeshadow primer is the one I use, and it's so good. It's the About Face eyeshadow primer. I highly recommend this one. And then I'm also going to get rid of this eyeshadow primer. I used to use this a lot. It's the Juvia's Place I Prep by Prime eyeshadow primer, but I just realized that it was creasing on me a lot, so I think it's just getting old, so yeah, I'm going to get rid of that as well. And I think everything else I'm going to keep. I don't really think I have anything else I want to get rid of. I have the Tower 28 mascara in here, an eyeshadow from ColourPop, the NYX liquid liners, just like a lot of random stuff, so that's where my eye products go. I actually totally forgot that I need to go through this drawer. So this just has like face and eyeshadow palettes that I use quite often. So this is the Tarte Precious Gems Amazonian Clay Cheek Palette. And I got this for Christmas this past year. I wanted it really bad because I just thought it was really pretty. And yeah, I use it quite often. I really like the shades in here. So I like the formula of them. And the packaging is really cute as well. So I'm going to keep that for sure. This is like one of my favorite palettes. It's the Raw Beauty Christie and ColourPop collab. It's the eyeshadow palette. And I just really love the colors in here. Like, they're just absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, that says enough right there. It's very pretty, and yeah, she did a really good job with the color story. But yeah, unfortunately you can't get that anymore, but I got it like just in time. They did a restock of it, and I immediately put it in my cart. is the Stone Cold Fox palette, and this is by ColourPop, and it's just a cool tone palette. It's just really nice to have. I don't really have a lot of cool toned eyeshadows, so well, I do, but I don't have like an entire palette dedicated to them, so it's just nice to have, so I really like it. Alright, this next drawer has like 3 of my most used palettes. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. I've been wanting this for years. Like basically as soon as it came out, I was like, I want that so bad, but I didn't want to spend the money on it. But I finally spent the money on it, so it's just like an older, grown-up version of the modern Renaissance. Honestly, is what I look at it as. It's so pretty. I really like the color story of this one. And this one is no stranger to my channel. I always talk about this palette. It's the BFF Alondra and Elsie collab. And these neutral shades are like my go-to neutral colors. And I just think that these colors are super pretty. I really want to do a shade with this like periwinkle. Is that periwinkle? I don't think it is. It's like a sky blue, a light sky blue color. I don't know. And then I also want to do a shade with this like pastel yellow color. It's like a pastel peach actually. But I really like this dark blue and this dark blue shimmer. And then this is like one of my favorite shades in the palette. It's just like a really nice like inner corner for sure. Like it's so intense. I love it. So that's like my favorite palette. And then I have this one, which is another one of my favorite palettes. It's Tartlet and Bloom palette. It's just like it's just a nice palette, honestly. It has like really nice warm colors, and then it has like some cool tone colors as well, and some shimmers as well, and it's really nice. This was like one of my favorite colors. This was like one of my favorite palettes when I was in high school, and I just had to buy it again. And this last one just has more of some like blush palettes. So this one I got in a BoxyCharm. It's from Olimar Cosmetics, and I just don't really use it very much. It's very pretty, but I just don't reach for it, so I'm going to get rid of it. This is a BH Cosmetics Vanilla Cream Truffle 4-color blush palette. It's very pretty. It has some really pretty pink colors in it, but I just don't really reach for it. If I reach for pink powder blushes, I go for the Tarte palette. This is another BH Cosmetics blush palette, and it's the Bellini blush palette. It's very intense. I mainly got this one when it was on sale. But I don't think I'm going to wear this anymore. Like, I just don't see myself wearing some of these colors. Like, the only colors I really see me wear is these 3 right here. And I just don't really reach for it that often to keep it, so I'm going to just get rid of it. This is the Wet n Wild Pac-Man collection. I love this collection. I just think it's so cute. This is the High Score blush palette, and it's broken, but I still want to keep it because I just think it's so cute. So, this Anastasia Sugar Glow Kit, and I wanted a glow kit for forever, and I finally have one, and it just feels so cool. So, yes, I got an Anastasia Glow Kit, and I got this at Marshalls. Like, I saw them there, and I was like, oh, I have to get one because it's just super nostalgic. It's nostalgic even though it was like 8 years ago, which was a long time ago, but I'm sitting here acting like it was like 20 years ago. But yes, it's very pretty. I almost forgot. I have 2 drawers on my vanity, and I'm just going to go through them real quick because there is a couple things I'm going to get rid of. This one, these are just eyeshadow palettes. More eyeshadow palettes, I know. these are just eyeshadow palettes. This one is the Revolution Alexis Stone Instinct palette, and it's just like a matte, colorful eyeshadows, and I really like it, but I don't need it, so I'm gonna get rid of it. And this one, my boyfriend actually got me a couple years ago for Christmas. It's the Be Perfect Cosmetics palette. It's the XL Pro palette, and I really like it a lot. It just has a whole bunch of colorful shades, and it's nice to have at least a couple colorful eyeshadow palettes just in case. So I'm gonna keep that one. And then these ones, I really like Juvia's Place's eyeshadow formula. This is one of my favorite palettes. It's the Nomad palette, and it just has some yellows, oranges, browns, and mossy greens, of course. So I really like that a lot. And then this one's like a nice all matte shade. This is the Warrior 2 palette, and I really like the black in here, and I use it quite often if I need to like smudge out my eyeliner, and it's a really nice black. It's the best matte black I've ever used, so I really like it. And then the white shade in here is really nice too. This palette I'm gonna get rid of. Unfortunately, I got it in what is it called? Glossy box. What was it called? BoxyCharm. And this was like a couple years ago, so it's pretty old. It's the Vintage Dawn palette, and looking at it, it's like super pretty. It's like you would think I would really like this palette, but the times I've used it, my eyeshadows always looked patchy, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. I really like the color story, but the formula just didn't do it for me. And this palette, it's a palette I used a lot. It's the ColourPop Cute AF palette, and I used to use it a lot back in high school, so if that tells you how old it is. That was like 7 years ago. Oh my god. So I think I'm gonna get rid of it. I don't really use it much anymore, so I think it's time to get rid of it. And then this palette is honestly one of my favorite palettes. I wish they didn't discontinue it. It's the Morphe 35M palette, and of course, can you tell why I like it so much? It really has a really nice shade range of mossy greens. Like, there's not just like one dark and one light. There's like a whole shade, and there's mossy green shimmers, and I just really like that. And they have some purples, dark purples, and some just neutral brown colors, and some like cranberry colors. It's just a really pretty palette, honestly. And I wish they didn't discontinue it. I plan on keeping it for a while, at least until I can't use it anymore. This has a lot of like blushes and blush palettes and stuff, so I'm not gonna get rit of a lot in here. This is a Pat McGrath blush and highlighter palette. I got this at Marshall's too. Anything that's Pat McGrath I got at Marshall's because they're so expensive. But it's really pretty. I really like it. This palette I use quite a bit actually. I use this contour. I use this contour shade down here a lot. And it's just really pretty. So I really like this, and I like the packaging a lot. It feels very nice. Let's see. These are the Tower 28 cream blushes, and I really like them. But I think I am gonna part ways with this blush, because I just don't really use this color anymore. But I am gonna keep the other two because I really like these two. This is in Magic Hour, and this one's in Power Hour. So I keep those two, and then I have this Makeup Obsession Isn't It Peachy palette. I really like this palette a lot, and I think the peachy shades are wearable, they're not like super orange. So I really like that. So I'm going to keep this palette. These two are ColourPop powder blushes. I've talked about them before, and I really like these blushes a lot. So this one is in Love Story. I don't think you can get these anymore. I think they're discontinued, but I really like them. And this one is in Fashion District. I really like those a lot. LYS. This is a powder bronzer, and when I tap off my brush to get the excess off, I do it too hard, and I accidentally cracked this. Oh, like I cracked the product. So I'm gonna have to repress that somehow, but I've never done that before, but I'm definitely gonna have to do it with this one. So it's a very pretty bronzer, so I really like that. So keeping that for sure. And then this color, I have two of the cream, what are they called? Higher Standard Satin Matte Cream Blushes. And this one is in the shade Inspire, and I don't really use it very much. It's a little too bright for me, so I think I'm going to get rid of that. But this one is in the shade Confident, and I really like it a lot. It's a pretty cool toned. It doesn't look very cool toned on the cheek, but in the pan it looks pretty cool toned. But I usually use it with cool toned looks, and it looks very pretty. So I really like that. And then down here I have the Physicians Formula Bronzer Contour Palette, and I mainly got it for this shade because I was looking for like a drugstore like contour powder, because this palette, I just don't like bringing this palette when I travel. I don't want to bring an entire palette just so I have a contour, but this is a little bit more compact, so I really like it, and I like the formula a lot actually too. It blends really easily. And then I just have these two BH Cosmetics palettes. They're old. I think Makeup Revolution bought BH Cosmetics, so which sucks because I really did like that brand actually. But I have this is like a highlighter and blush palette, and then this is a highlighter, contour, bronzer palette. So I'm gonna keep both of them because I just really like them a lot, and I really like that brand. So even though they're not around anymore. And then these two are another one of my favorites. This is the Juvia's Place bronzer palette, and it's in the shade Light. It's very pretty. I really like this tone, and I really like the formula. It doesn't even have any kickback. It's crazy. That blows my mind. So definitely gonna keep that. This is the Juvia's Place Blushed Rouge Volume 2 palette, and I really like this palette a lot. Again, the same thing. It doesn't have any kickback, and it just completely blows my mind. And the formula is very, very nice. So that was the end of part 1. This was way longer than I thought, and so I had to break this up into 2 parts because it's too much. I didn't expect it to be that long, but that kind of just happens sometimes. I think I didn't realize how much makeup I actually have. So I'm gonna put this in 2 parts, so please come back for the second part. And I just also want to thank you for so many subscribers. Like, my last couple videos have done so well, and I just can't believe it. So I just want to say thank you for subscribing, and I'm glad to have you. So I hope that you will stick around,